Fala galera, Xandebezenário, voltamos aqui com mais um vídeo pro canal e hoje vamos dar sequência aqui à nossa saga de Dragon Quest 11, jogo que eu jogo aqui no meu PlayStation 4. E no último vídeo nós finalizamos essa parte aqui, paramos exatamente nesse ponto. Bom, sem mais delongas, vamos dar continuidade ao gameplay. Não sei exatamente o que eu fiz. Mas eu acho que eu entrei dentro do tiozão, é isso?
Do I smell fresh meat? It's been a while. Years, in fact. Well then, I need to make you nice and miserable before I devour your tender torment. Watch and despair. Such pain, such anguish. I am helpless, powerless, bound by the chains of regret.
E bom, acho que finalizamos esse arco aqui. Lembrando que eu tô só com vídeo novamente no canal, que é ao meio-dia. Todos os dias ao meio-dia sem um vídeo aqui no canal, galera. Estamos dando maior ênfase na saga de Dragon Quest 11 agora, porque a gente finalizou o Golden Sun The Lost Age. E assim que a gente terminar Dragon Quest 11, a gente pega outro gameplay para fazer ou continuar os que a gente já tem aqui no canal, mas que eu meio que deixei em stand-by.
King Erwin, it is a great honor to be invited to celebrate this most special of days with you.
The birth of your son and heir is a source of great joy and happiness to us all. Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Thank you. Thank you. Aye, this is a momentous day for Dundrasil. I am truly humbled to be lucky enough to celebrate it with you all. My dear Sultan, King Gustav, allow me to welcome you both to Dundrasil.
The honor is all ours, King Erwin. Truly, it has been far too long. 1,000 thanks for preparing such lavish festivities. Though, of course, we are not here merely to celebrate. Today's colloquy of kings shall determine the fate of Erdrea for generations to come. I, for one, mean to see that my people's interests are well represented. You will forgive me if I grow a little passionate.
Olha, esse aqui que é o rei, o sultão lá de Galópolis. Olha, desde essa época ele já estava aí na parada.
It is the first time the rulers of the four kingdoms have
Esse
ever
rei
gathered
a
under
gente não
one
viu ele
roof,
ainda
you
em
know.
lugar nenhum.
A momentous occasion indeed. But the reason itself is a momentous one, of course. The birth of an heir to the title of Luminary is an event of unparalleled significance.
Indeed it is.
Esse King Arwen é o que a gente acabou de enfrentar lá nas ruínas de Dundrasil.
Now, I have some final preparations to make before we convene the colloquy. I will come and fetch you when we're ready to begin. Guards, I don't suppose any of you have seen King Carnelian?
Yes, sire. King Carnelian is walking the grounds with Lord Robert, sire.
Ih, caramba. Tem alguém aqui que eu posso falar. Ou escutar o que tá falando, né? Tá, o tiozão saiu, acho que a gente tem que sair também.
King Carnelian, Lord Robert, I will be convening the colloquy shortly, if you'd like to make ready.
Lord Robert informs me that the boy bears the mark. That he is the Luminary reborn.
That's right, aye. I've decided to present him to you all at the colloquy. The sight of so many people gathered to celebrate his birth has brought home to me how important he is. How much hope the light he brings represents.
Oh, save it for the meeting, Owen.
Don't take it to heart, laddie. The fate
Oh, really?
of all Erdrea hangs in the
Right.
luminary now. Not everyone's going to be happy about that.
Do nada,
Right,
mano.
it's nearly time. Why don't you go and fetch the wee one from Eleanor's chambers?
Tá, tem alguém aqui. Acho que eu tenho que ir nesse salão aqui, né? Não? Onde que eu tenho que ir agora, então? Aqui não é de novo, então tem que subir as escadas. Eu acho. Bom, mais um aqui. Ou é aqui ou é no The Room lá que tá falando. Não. Então é lá do outro lado. E o que que tem pra cá? Será que eu consigo pegar as coisas que tá aqui? Peguei. Vamos ver do outro lado o que que tem. Acho que acertei agora.
Oh, he's so tiny. Can I
Ah,
touch him, Lady Eleanor? I
Sim, não
promise
dá.
I'll be careful.
I think he likes you, Jade.
a Jade disse
He
mesmo.
wants to play. He's a very special boy, you know. They call him the Luminary. People have all sorts of hopes for
Esse
him.
aí é ele, então, o
But
Fly.
I just hope he grows up to
Bebê.
be like his father. That he
Essa é a
can
mãe
help
dele.
people to overcome their problems. Just as Erwin does.
I hope he grows up to be nice and kind like you, Lady Eleanor. King Erwin!
The colloquy's about to start, Eleanor. Will you hand me the wee one? All right, wee man. Let's go and talk to some scary old men, shall we? Don't worry. Daddy'll look after you.
Oh, Erwin. You don't need to hold on to him so tight, you know. Let the poor boy breathe. Would you look at it thundering away out there? And on such a special day, too. It's making me feel uneasy.
Come on now, Eleanor. There's nothing to worry about. We'll keep you safe no matter what, won't we, wee man?
And what about me,
Hey, you don't need me to protect you, Jade. You've got King Carnelian. Your dad's a force to be reckoned with, and no mistake. Right. We better get this meeting started. I'll see you later, Eleanor.
Good luck. Both of you.
Tá, agora eu acho que a gente tem que ir pra aquela... Eita, pega. Começa a correr do nada, mano. Que é isso aqui? Dá uma vasculhadinha aqui básica, né? Pra não perder a chance. E agora vamos lá para aquela outra sala, provavelmente. Aqui. E na mosca. Esse aqui vai ser mais um vídeo que vai ser pura conversação, cara. Só diálogo.
This child, he is the one?
He bears the mark. There's no mistaking it. Dark One riseth, tree descendeth, luminary, man defendeth. Light's mark shineth, hand extendeth. With his coming, black night endeth.
The final poem in the Book of Erdwin.
The legends tell us that the Dark One was defeated by the Luminary in the Age of Heroes, bringing eternal peace to the world. But, as I'm sure you haven't failed to notice, monsters walk the land once more. The peace of Erdrea is under threat.
The kingdom of Svardsrust has already fallen at the wicked creature's hands, and King Arnut with it. He will be sorely missed.
And now a child has been born who bears the mark. Which brings us to a reason for gathering here today. What does all this mean for Erdrea?
You speak of the Dark One, of monsters running wild, of the peace of centuries crumbling. But surely, the birth of the child signals an end to our woes. Now that the Luminary is among us, the balance can be restored, the peace can be maintained. All is well, is it not?
You believe that the presence of the Luminary will ensure that peace prevails? Can you be certain? Forgive me, Lord Robert, but the Book of Erdwin contains another poem concerning this matter, does it not?
It does. The very first poem. The prophecy. World tree's gift, first of many, bold, bright, blessed luminary. Thy light doth a shadow cast. Lo, the Dark One, bleak, black, vast.
Não rimou, não.
What are the two of you implying? That the Luminary causes the appearance of the Dark One?
Without light, there cannot be shadow. Without darkness, the stars cannot shine. This has always been the way of the world. Darkness and light must coexist. So, indeed, the birth of the Luminary may well be what causes the Dark One to awaken.
You dare to imply that my son is somehow the source of our troubles? That the Luminary isn't a force for good?
Can we be certain that he is? Evil does not always take a monstrous form, after all. You must have noticed the sinister glow emitted by Erdwin's lantern of late. Ever since your child was born, in fact.
What are you trying to...
The star sings at night, you know. I have heard it. It sings of Erdria's destruction.
King Gustav is right.
Oh, don't you start.
Ominous footsteps approach. We all hear them. As the leaders of this world, we owe it to our people to root out even the slightest hint of evil at its source.
Acho que a gente tá vendo agora nessa reunião o que levou a eles tirarem o Fly do castelo. Lá no começo do jogo a gente vê uma cutscene onde a Jade tá fugindo com o Fly e aí ele se perde lá nesse bercinho aí que eu esqueci o nome desse treco aí.
Even when that source is
Que aí ele é
painfully
levado pela
close to
corrente
home.
e aí o vovozinho lá daquela vila lá de
Why don't you just
Goldstone
come out
que
and
acha
say
ele e
it?
cria ele.
You're asking me to kill my own son? My own flesh and blood? Something happened. Not long before the child was born. I'm sure some of you saw it. A great, blinding light shot up from Yggdrasil and set the sky aglow. For a moment, it seemed that night had become day. We saw that same light on the evening he was born. It was shining from the mark on his hand. The child is a force for good. I have never been more certain of anything. He did not give rise to the darkness. He was sent to drive it out. Light and dark are not two sides of the same coin. The light of the Luminary is a gift. A gift that will cleanse the world of evil.
A rousing performance indeed. Of course, if you had shown even a whit less conviction, we would have had no choice but to remove the child from your care. The Luminary is the child of Yggdrasil. He alone can bring light to the world. He must be protected at all costs.
I hope you will forgive us our little test, but we had to be sure how strongly you believed. Your face.
I am satisfied. Send him to Heliodor when he comes of age. He will be trained in all that he will need to fulfill his destiny. We must confer upon the Luminary the power to lead us all.
King Carnelian, everyone, I don't know what to say.
Very good. The most pressing item on our agenda is dealt with, and it ended just as I knew it would.
Tiozinho
Now
tava
the
viajando.
matter is settled. Our kingdoms are united in their purpose.
Let all be as Yggdrasil wills it.
That concludes the colloquy. Now, all that remains is to introduce the luminary to his adoring public.
Thank you, King Carnelian. My friends, I'd like to thank you all for coming. Now,
Your Majesty!
what is it?
You must flee the palace immediately. Monsters! Hundreds! Hundreds of monsters!
E aí a batalha começa.
We're under attack. Everyone, we have to get out of here now.
Follow the king. Tá. Acho que ele saiu daqui, né?
Where is the luminary, Babs? Give him to us.
They have come in force, but they shall not have the child. Lord Robert and I will keep them at bay. Take Eleanor and the child and flee the castle. Now!
But King Carnelian, this is suicide!
You need not fret on my behalf. I am not in my dotage just yet. Now go!
Thank you, both of you.
Eu acho que eu tenho que voltar lá pro quarto da... Tá. Tamanho de salão, cara, gigante.
King Erwin, there you are. We were so worried.
You're alive. Oh, thank the heavens. When we saw the monsters coming, we feared the worst for you both.
Never mind that now. We need to get out of here, all of us. Come on.
Cadê a passagem secreta?
No matter what
Aí, ó,
happens,
falei que ele era
I
o
will get you out of
cavaleiro
here.
lá.
I promise. Let's go.
Trazer pra cá. Eu acho que eu posso brigar aqui se eu quiser. Falei. Era só pra testar minha tese. All Stars. Eu acho que eu tenho que descer. Aqui tem um cara. Tô descendo.
We should be able to get out through here. Oh.
Aquele cavaleiro sem cabeça.
Presence. I sense him. I smell him. The luminary. Give him to me. There can be no escape.
Just you try and take him.
O cara era bom.
The monsters are everywhere. What are we going to do, Erwin?
If they've made it this far around the castle, they must have the place surrounded. We'll have to use the tunnels. This way.
Tá indo pra trás da fonte lá, né? Sai da frente aí, tio. Tá louco? Querendo me impedir de entrar na parada? Toma na boca. Não é que não?
I think this was the one. Quickly, in we go, before the monsters find us.
Siga o mestre. Acho que foi assim então que ele ficou preso lá naquelas ruínas lá. Foi na fuga. É aqui que a gente encontrou ele, né?
Time to make a break for it. I'll deal with him. Get out of here, quickly!
But Erwin!
Ih, logo 3.
Run! And don't look back! All right, you despicable creatures. Do your worst. You won't get past me!
Eu acho que foi assim que ele perdeu e ficou amaldiçoado aí na parada. Mas vamos ajudar ele aqui um pouquinho, vai. Você tem um certo poder. Já foi 2 na verdade. Agora ele pode me atacar? Só na cabeça. Bela, tiozão. Olha. Tá indo pro saco já.
And stay down. Right. Time to get after Ellen. King Carnelian? Over here, Your Majesty!
Acho que é agora que vai ser a traição. Ué. Sério que eu vou ter que voltar tudo, mano?
King Carnelian? What in the...
Ah, you Morrigan.
Who are you? What do you think you're doing? Your Majesty!
Erwin, is that you? What happened? Is everyone safe?
You're all right. Thank goodness. Jade's with Eleanor and the Wee One, Your Majesty. They made it safely out of the castle.
I see. Good. Very good. I shall send my forces after them right away.
Your Majesty, what do you...
Só foi uma. Agora ele sabe que é o Mordagon também que matou o pai dele.
The bloodline of the Luminary ends here today.
King Carnelian? Your Majesty? Sire.
Oh, Hendrik.
Forgive me. I was unable to find you. I thank the heavens that you are unhurt. King Erwin, what has happened here?
I had no choice. He came at me in a frenzy. Queen Eleanor has absconded with the Luminary, and with my daughter.
Surely not. Whatever would possess them to commit such acts?
The birth of the child has put them both under great pressure. It has also caused the coming of the monsters, the loss of countless lives. Perhaps the coming of the Luminary does bring darkness in its wake. After all, without him, this tragedy would never have come to pass. Yes! I see now. He is not our savior. He is the harbinger of the night to come. The child of evil. The dark spawn. He must be found and dealt with. The peace of Erdrea must not be permitted to collapse. Find him. Leave no stone unturned.
Sire.
E foi assim que tudo começou, galera. A traição não, né? Porque ele não traiu. Ele foi possuído pelo Mordagon.
He is no harbinger of darkness. He is the Luminary. The Savior. Someone, please. King Carnelian must be stopped, or the world will be plunged into darkness.
Por isso que ele ficou no sofrimento aí, cara.
Please, forgive me. I was too weak.
Ufa, que flashback enorme, cara. E eles ainda põem pra gente jogar ainda no meio do flashback. Ué. Ó o dragão, ó o bicho aí que fez ele ficar.
I am the Gloomnivore. I devour despair. And this one's misery is just exquisite. His kingdom ruined, his family gone, betrayed. Which is why I've been drawing out his torture for all these years. One must savor such succulent suffering. But even the most fabulous feasts must come to an end.
Ai, ai, ai. Bora demais.
How does your despair compare, I wonder? Hold still while I sample its delights.
A gente vai enfrentar esse cara ou não?
Give yourself to misery, let anguish consume you. This is your most painful memory. The darkest, tenderest recess of your soul. Yes. Your powers were stolen and used to give birth to a monster. You could not protect your friends. You could not save the world. What kind of hero are you? Pathetic. Wallow in it. Marinate.
Ai, chega. E aí, Fly? Vai ficar nessa pegadinha aí, mano?
Can you hear me? Please, you must listen. There is a light inside you that can never be extinguished. It is waiting, biding its time. But it is there, and when it shines forth, it will illuminate the world. Now is that time. You are the luminary. You must conquer the darkness. You must shine.
This light.
Ah, sai daí, Leão. Você geme demais.
What's happening?
Finalmente, cara.
You're back with us, laddie. Are you all right?
This light. Disgusting. It blinds me.
Ah,
This
chega
is
de
the
sua
beast
voz, muito
responsible for
chato.
King Erwin's suffering. We must defeat it and lift His Majesty's curse.
E aí, vamos tretar com esse bicho ou não vamos, mano? Que demora da pega.
You dare disturb me while I prepare to sample the next delicious morsel of misery. No matter. Your screams of agony will surely wet my...
Tá. Muito chato você, cara. Beleza, tá todo mundo com MP no talo.
Need a little... Oh, I almost feel bad about this.
Credo, só isso. Vai, Hendrik. Dá uma espadada nervosa aí, mano.
Take heart!
Ixi, dormi. Ixi, vou morrer. Ah, vocês estão de brincadeira. Ah, bom, mano. Esse dele é demais. Vai, Hendrik. Caramba, você não vai atacar, mano? Tá aí cheio dos Paranauê poder louco aí da pega e não faz nada. Agora tá dormindo ainda pra acabar com a parada.
Wakey, wakey!
Nossa senhora, mano. Agora que era pra ele atacar, ele vai me curar. É um louco langle mesmo. Eu acho que era pra me ter curado um dos caras e eu não curei, né?
I'm not done yet.
Beleza. O Hendrick não deu um ataque, cara. E não vai dar de novo. Quer me curar. É um louco mesmo. O cara é o maior pelão da vida, mano. Ele mesmo. Mano, esse vídeo aqui tá gigante já. Beleza, fez ele dormir. O que eu faço agora? Ah, é quadro slash mesmo. Tá tirando pouco esse golpe, mano. Esse golpe que esse tiozinho tá dando aí não serve pra nada, mano. Tem alguma coisa com o Reb ali que escreveu alguma coisa ali. Só tá eu atacando também, é parada, mano. Nossa, 104. Morri. Fez certo, se curou pra depois, né? O Hendrick só deu um ataque, cara. Incrível. Putz, o Rabbit vai morrer também. Ele não vai me reviver enquanto os caras não tiver com a vida cheia. Se ele der mais um ataque, o Rabbit morre. Aí o bicho pega. Quase que esse run foi pro saco. Eles estão recuperando muito pouco da vida, mano. O Reb morre agora. Falei? Ih. Agora morre. Mano, eu não vou conseguir ganhar do cara. Vou deixar pros dois aí se virar. Esse é mó burro, mano. Dá um ataque, pô. Em vez de atacar o cara, ainda vai dar proteção ainda pro outro que tá dormindo, mano. Puta merda. Ui, quase morreu. E aí agora ele não tem MP? E aí, o que você vai fazer? Seu louco. Nossa, mano, eu não consegui ganhar do cara. Que lixo de batalha. Vamos ver pra onde que a gente volta agora nessa parada aí. Bom, vou ter que finalizar esse vídeo aqui, onde a gente voltar. E depois eu vou ter que voltar pra lá só pra derrotar esse cara aí, mano. Mas eu já vi que tô fraco pra poder enfrentar ele. A gente vai voltar provavelmente pra alguma igreja, onde a gente já tenha passado aí, falei. Vamos ver como é que tá aqui nossos compadres. Atributos. Tá todo mundo restaurado, beleza. Só que eu vou ter que finalizar esse vídeo aqui. E a gente voltou, ó, pra um lugar bem longe de onde a gente tava, cara. E aí eu volto no próximo vídeo, já dentro lá das ruínas, beleza, galera? Então quem curtiu dá um like, quem tá inscrito no canal se inscreve aí. Grande abraço, até o próximo vídeo. Valeu!